The Chick-fil-A kickoff game matches the LSU Tigers and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Now the Tar Heels became front page news because of rules violations and possible violations. 13 players were left back in Chapel Hill, including 7 defensive starters, 3 of their starting defensive linemen. The linebacking core intact, but the entire starting secondary decimated because of violations. Suspensions in the offensive line. White's first carry, and it's a good one. Fumble, that's been his problem. LSU has it. It has plagued Johnny White throughout his career, and Brandon Taylor recovers that fumble, and it'll be LSU football. I think White, lingering on the field, thought his knees might have been down. Let's take a look.
Brett, that's what he's saying. He's pointing to say he's down. It looked like from up here that his hand was down, but his body was not down. That's a fumble and a ball, and obviously LSU gets the big turnover here early, and you could just imagine Johnny White stepping in as a third-string tailback tonight. Has to be the starter.
And Murphy checks in now. Jordan rolls the pocket, complete and incomplete. Russell Shepard, their all-purpose player, had to reach up. It was not a perfect throw, but Croton with a very conservative first series here tonight as he takes a look at Carolina. A 44-yard field goal. Jasper with a big leg. No good.
Get the LSU defense to respect that, and then typically try to get Yates in a comfortable position where he's in rhythm off the play-action pass. So there's the experience of Yates, 4 years under center for North Carolina. Late movement by LSU. He makes an adjustment at the line.
Uh-oh. Fumble again. LSU's got it. Backer recovers this one.
Well, Brent, he makes the adjustment. He's back in the shotgun. He sees pressure, does everything that you're supposed to do, but Cooper does not get the snap up. Yates, I don't think, ever had his hands on the football.
Terrence Tolliver, the big fella, goes out wide to the left. And Jefferson keeps it. Had a read, and he is very close, but just a little
225 pounds.
Ridley is his tailback. 3rd down and 1 for the Tigers. Joseph, the tight end, flexes to the left side. Quick fire, and these corners have got to tighten it up. Jefferson with that variation of the pistol, and then an inside handoff. Ridley cuts, slashes to the 6-yard line. Toss. Ridley hit the backfield and thrown for a loss.
Make Jordan Jefferson read. Remember, that was the problem he had a year ago, reading his progressions and coming off that primary receiver.
They spread the field. That means a freshman, Trey Boston's going to have to cover. Slash, end zone, touchdown. The 32-yard line with Yates doing a lot of changing at the plays against this defense. Here's White swinging wide. There's a penalty flag. Penalty flag thrown at the line of scrimmage by the umpire, and that certainly would indicate holding. Brent Soule is the umpire working with Steve Shaw here.
Get this LSU defense to get back a little bit to give him a chance to run the ball.
68 on the offense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat first down.
The play calling, 3rd and long against John Chavis, and the athletes of LSU is not where you want to be to have much success.
And just as you said earlier, they show press again on 3rd and long. Backers walk up into the gaps. Here they come, and he had to throw it away. Someday we'll be playing Sunday football. He's only a junior. He's out of Pompano Beach, Florida. He's 6'1", 222, and if he gets a returnable one in some daylight, boy, there was pressure. There's a flag. They've roughed the punter. He is down at the 42-yard line. Shalak went down.
15.
Personal foul.
Yeah, that's personal foul. That's first down now.
Well, the game has been tilted in the favor of the Tigers, and this is one of the first real breaks for North Carolina. Trying to come up with a potential knockout punch here as far as momentum, really shifting it in favor of LSU, but just runs right into him. receivers, tight ends, and backs have to be able to get away from this man-to-man coverage to give Yates a chance. And another third down, more man-to-man coverage and more pressure. How will the offensive line protect, and will Yates be able to make the throw?
Well, they go empty, and by doing that, that forces one of the corners to release a little bit. That was a very well drawn up play.
They played pretty well for freshmen, but this year they're expecting bigger things from them.
There's that power eye look again. And the first quarter, final seconds ticking away here. Here is LZ, got the first down. Crossed the 30-yard line.
There's those adjustments, trying to make this LSU defense have to think about what's going on.
Yates, pocket breaks down. He sprints to the right, and he'll step out of bounds near the first down marker. And we'll take a look. The crowd, the Carolina crowd, thought that it was a helmet violation down there, and there is a flag, and you can see the coaches right there are with Barrow.
This is going to be a new rule that they're really trying to emphasize. If they feel that a player is defenseless and you go in high, that's what's going to be called. And this time I think it was more about possibility of being out of bounds as opposed to being head-to-head. But
number 13, he grew up in Indianapolis before he moved to Georgia, and he still follows the Indianapolis Colts, and he'd like to make like Peyton Manning right here. Complete in underneath. The fullback dives for the score. Devin Ramsey, a junior from Red Bank, New Jersey, as the running back. Play action to him. Yates with time. Comes middle, midfield in a foot race. And down across the 15-yard line, Jay Boyd. Right now. Play action, throw dropped on the goal line by the fullback Ramsey. Play action, Yates trying to buy time, trying to get somebody open, receiver not moving, and throws it away. Yeah, well, here's Casey Barth. His brother kicks for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He set all the North Carolina records. And his younger brother trying to tack on a 20, and North Carolina moves ahead for the first time. LSU 10-7, and they kick it off. And Peterson wants to go to work from the 4. They're going to run Shepard on it. He keeps it on the reverse. Fake the reverse. Peterson trying to break loose again, and the kicker is over there.
Also, Brent, I want to tell you about Marvin Austin's Facebook and what I'll tell you after this play here.
Well, here comes Shepard. They hand it to him. Hello, end zone. LSU back ahead. Atlanta Braves in this building. No, the youngster doesn't kick this one out of bounds. And it'll be down to, he's going to come out to the 4-yard line. Hunter Furr, inexperience with the kickoff return team, costs him. And
blocking that out, and up to this point against a very athletic defense, making some great decisions and giving his offense a chance to be able to produce without his top 2 tailbacks and his go-to wide receiver.
Now, Herbie, we had a shot of Bryn Runner. He's got a big arm, baseball player. Bad snap down to the end zone. That's a safety. Down in Gainesville. Watch this one.
Well, this time it's a good snap, but the problem is the cornerback Yates wasn't calling for the snap. In Cooper tonight, and I know Nevis is one of the better interior defensive linemen that you're going to see in the country.
TCU favored over Oregon State tonight.
Russell Shepard lined up in the backfield with Jordan Jefferson again.
Yeah, there he is. This time they don't give it to him. Instead, they fire it right down the seam for a first down to the 40. Second down and 12 for Jordan Jefferson. Pocket breaking down. He drops it off over the middle. Just beyond the original line of scrimmage is Richard Murphy, and battling for a loose ball down there.
Looked like North Carolina, Bruce Carter may be at the bottom of that pile. It's like Carolina came up with that.
Yeah, they've got it. And Carter is on the bottom, number 54.
It's coming into this game outside of the big play that we saw in the previous drive. And again, another one of those cases where the ball looks like, I wouldn't be surprised if they would take another look at this, but the ball did look like it came out before Murphy hit the ground. But now North Carolina, they get a break, and now it's back up to the LSU defense.
Second down and 8, and Yates directly back. Can't get it off, and Nevis in on top of him again. Against the backup left guard that time. And now
LSU's offense, the Tigers defense steps up.
Shalek to punt it, and Patrick Peterson awaits it. He's going to go. Got a block on the right side, a hole in the middle. Look out! Won't catch him, folks. Forget about it. You'd have to have Deion Sanders out there to catch him. That's 86 yards and the touchdown. Those fine defensive players he had. What a dandy looming there. And now Jefferson on a play fake. He wants to air it out. Got a man. Touchdown. Ruben Randall and Jordan Jefferson lights it up. And that'll do it. LSU takes a 20-point lead over Butch Davis and North Carolina into the locker room at the intermission.
You can get him to become a threat to go along with Ridley and Richard Murphy in the running game. Boy, this becomes even that much more of a dangerous offense.
They hand it off to Shepard this time, though, Herbie, and get him over wide, and he just tripped up. The team is ahead of North Carolina by 20. And Jordan Jefferson fires for a first down. Terrence
After this play, I'll tell you right here.
What goes on with you guys?
No, I'm going to tell you right now.
If my friends are serious, you know what I'm saying? Here comes Ridley. And he picks up the first down.
104 lefty.
Hey, Herbie, I know you would like to hear this. We've been talking about Twitter and everything and trending, which congratulations, game day was a big topic, big trending topic on Twitter. You know what else was?
What?
It's Beyonce's birthday today.
Beyonce did it again to me.
Players were doing, and a lot of times he'd come off of his reads and he just was indecisive. You can see him tonight much more comfortable and in command of this offense.
Third down. And Ridley muscles his way, breaks for the end zone. Touchdown. There is a penalty flag, so hang on this one. Hang on.
Number 53 on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat third down.
Jefferson standing tall. And that might be a flag on that one. There was no receiver there.
No.
That's intentional grounding. He had an offensive lineman. That was Hebert, who was over in the area.
Intentional grounding. Number 9 on the offense. Lost it down at the spot of the foul.
And we just talked about how he's improving.
Just get it down. So in the ground, but he forgot to tell him, make sure there's a receiver in the area and not just your offensive lineman. Here's Jasper. He's been very busy. And, of course, Harrelson has replaced Bernie and Cersei, two of the suspended players, as a punt returner. And there's a fair catch inside the 10-yard line back at the 5. Special teams have killed North Carolina. Just killed them here tonight. One of the most lopsided special teams performance that I've seen, and there is a flag. So let us see what happens here.
During the kick, personal foul. Number 36 on the receiving team. That penalty will be enforced half the distance to the goal from the end of the kick. It'll be 1st and 10.
2.5. I mean, Yates has LZ behind him. And they're going to throw out of the end zone on first down. Going to go deep. Going to go for it all. And he's got the speedster out on top. Here comes Bird. Jay Bird, 97 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Matthew goes to the other. And another freshman, Eric Reed, is back there with Brandon Taylor. There are 2 true freshmen in that secondary. Yates will see what he can do. Flashes it underneath first. And Pianalto, the target here out of Gastonia. His uncle was a great tight end at Oklahoma, Keith Jackson. On the slant. They come back the other side away from him. Second down. Fumble, the snap, and recovered by the fullback. And Claiborne comes in and replaces Peterson. No, I've checked that. Peterson is still in, and he's showing blitz. Peterson trying to get through. Yates protected, got to throw it. Not there. So they move A slot over to the left. Peterson moves up on the slot receiver. Yates looks the other way. Throws the slant to the youngster, and I believe it'll depend on the spot.
It's Adams again. Brent down to the bottom. They're going to give him the first down. Same exact look.
Driving again. 2nd down and 4. Snapping it off again. Shift by the defensive front. Put a nose man over. Gonna fade it. Adams, incomplete.
Peterson, who's one of the better corners in college football, 6'1", about 220 pounds, going up against Adams, who's a big guy at 6'4", 2. Adams down at the bottom again. He's had some success down there.
From the gun, incomplete. Threw a little bit behind.
I know Yates is trying to mix things up, and Harrelson hasn't played a lot of football tonight. Claiborne, and that's a matchup that Yates has liked, going after Claiborne. He's had some success here in the second half going up against him.
Peterson again has crept up to the line of scrimmage, showing blitz. They've got the corner up on the line. He's in the sprinter stance. Here he comes. Tries to come around. Can't get there. Throw end zone. Touchdown. Eric Highsmith.
Onside kick, you got to believe here.
The hands people are on the field for LSU. You better believe that right now. And you see one of their fine wide receivers, Tolliver, all across the board out there, guys who can handle the football. Short. It didn't go 10 yards, I don't believe. Carolina may have recovered it, but I'm not sure it's legal.
But
let's let the officials sort this out.
There's not a flag. And I'm with you, Brent. They look to be
They gave it to Carolina.
But, Brent, I think there was contact before the ball went 10 yards. But there's not a flag down. It appeared to be contact here before the ball. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Ball didn't have, not only did not have a chance to get 10 yards.
That football's got to go 10 yards.
Oh, yeah. Big time contact. Taylor from North Carolina got through there.
However, let's keep in mind that the LSU player stepped out
and
handled it, and then he got hit.
This is interesting. No call here.
LZ came out, and you better believe instant replay will take a look at this.
Yeah, instant replay will take a look. The one thing you wonder about, Brent, is the LSU defender moving towards.
Exactly. He touches it.
Towards the North Carolina special teams unit
there's
coming.
There's no question who touched the ball first. It was LSU.
After review, the ruling on the field stands.
Okay.
It'll be first down.
No question. Once he establishes that he has handled the football, he becomes fair game.
Okay.
LZ's the running back.
2 timeouts left for North Carolina.
They've gone empty. Slant. First down. Tight end. Zach Pianalto again. Pianalto with a big time game here tonight. A half dozen receptions for 59 yards.
I'm surprised LSU's not walking a linebacker up to try to slow him down off the line of scrimmage.
North Carolina's touchdowns on their last 2 drives only scored the second half. Yates will take this one. Now he'll throw it late. Incomplete. Now here's your 3rd down. Obviously this 4-down situation with the clock right now and trailing. Yates fires incomplete, and it has come down to this 4th down. Here comes your 4th down.
Look at the cushion down at the bottom, Brent.
There's room to pick up the 1st down. Let's see what Yates does. He's under pressure. Fumble! scooped up, and LSU's got it. Matthew rolled in.
Because of the pressure, I think he underestimated the speed of Matthew. The sad part is we talked about the cushion to the bottom. He had an open receiver, and if he saw him, he had a first down. About being a team that could get to the top two.
And TCU has now stepped it up a bit. And here comes Ridley. Fumble! Carolina's got a life. That fumble was picked up by Quan Sturdivant, who was cleared last night. And with 1:08 to go, a life.
I cannot say enough about North Carolina and just not giving up tonight. Everything this team's been through, they're trying to get that football out. They're trying to go for the strip, attacking the football. They're able to make too many throws like that, either towards the sidelines or you got to get it downfield.
Yates coming to the right, throwing back complete. That'll stop the clock quickly. Near midfield now. That's Highsmith again.
Clock stops. Yates looking over to the sideline to try to get the call. Now he's going to convey that to the skill players. Remember, you're working with some inexperience on this offense, but the most experienced player that matters the most is T.J. Yates.
Adams off to the left. Safeties are back deep. First down and a flag prior to the snap.
Ingersoll, the right tackle, moved 5 yards back.
Costly 5 yards.
Before the snap, false start, number 66 on the offense. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
You're going. You got to snap the football.
Yates. Oh, what a great grab by Boyd again. What a receiver. Number 87. And he's lit up after the reception. That's a 21-yard gain. Injured player on the field. Clock is stopped.
Jai Eugene, the safety, the corner who's moved to safety with a big hit right there. And Boyd's able to focus on that football and somehow hold on to it. Major collision there.
Well, he'll come off after that jarring hit. And now Peterson will try to lock down on Joshua Adams. You can see number 7 at the bottom of your screen. Clock is moving. Yates fires, and Adams has got it. That's a first down. Clock is stopped. Joshua made another big play. Great. Maybe the best corner in the country for 20 yards.
That's all, no problem. Peterson looks like he might have a cramp of his own. It's a back shoulder fade, throwing it back away from Peterson. And I'll tell you, for a freshman, Adams does a good job of using his hands and then having the awareness to get out of bounds to stop this clock.
And he's gone for the critical play coming up. Medical attention for Peterson. He'll be off the field. 10 seconds to go.
Key here. Got to get the football thrown into the end zone once and give yourself another second chance here with 10 seconds to go.
Two safeties are standing back on the goal line. Yates snaps it quickly, and the tight end gets out of bounds.
Right there. Adams at the bottom has had some success on the quick slant.
Yates looks the other way. High, incomplete. Went to the back of the end zone, and Pianalto was the intended receiver.
250, showing the quickness. He's going up against Jai Eugene at 5'11". Ball thrown just behind him, but almost right there to be able to make the game-winning score.
Need a touchdown and the extra point to win it. This would be a huge upset. Yates waits, time, flashes, incomplete. LSU wins it. No flag down there on the field. They didn't win it as much as they survived it, ladies and gentlemen.
He's looking for the matchup that he feels most comfortable with. He's been going to him all night. Pianalto not able to hold on. And as you said, LSU didn't necessarily win this game. They survived.
That was very close to a flag down there also.
Was.
I'm going to tell you that right now.